Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? All right. Um, Welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on this YouTube journey. All right. So when you come into this live stream or if you're watching it afterwards, give me a Fonzie, either by double tapping the screen or just simply hitting a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. And if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I post videos or when I go live. All right. So this particular video is for the star sign of Pisces for the full blue moon in Sagittarius, which represents a powerful cosmic milestone for truth seeking, rapid perspective shifts, and shedding outgrown belief systems. In astrology, a blue moon occurs when a single calendar month features two full moons, amplifying the lunar energy and offering a rare second chance for total transformation and closure. When this rare lunation illuminates Sagittarius, the fire sign of the explorer, the truth seeker, and the philosopher, it creates an intense urge to break free from limitations and realign with the larger vision of life. Sagittarius energy demands unvarnished honesty. Narratives, illusions, and excuses you have been telling yourself will likely collapse, allowing you to see the bigger picture clearly. The lunation directly asks you, where have you been playing small out of fear? It is a massive green light to shed roles, jobs, or relationships that constrain your personal sovereignty. Facing the sun in information-heavy Gemini, the Sagittarius moon asks you to step away from data overload, internet static, and endless scrolling so that you can tune into your inner knowing. Ruled by Jupiter, the planet of expansion, this moon aggressively feels a desire for adventure. You may feel a sudden, intense craving to book a flight, plan a weekend getaway, or dive into a brand new realm of study. So the Jupiter-ruled energy directs focus towards broad, infinite possibilities and optimism rather than meticulous, micromanaged planning. Mars conjunct generates intense physical and emotional momentum, prompts forward movement, but warns against rushing boldly. Sitting at its furthest distance from Earth, its quiet appearance reminds us to aim our goals precisely rather than shouting over the noise. So take a step back from immediate daily stresses to analyze how your current habits serve the overarching puzzle of your life. Because Sagittarius is a fire sign, write down the limited beliefs or old burdens you are ready to let go of and safely burn the paper to release them. Look out for subtle signs, synchronicities, and opportunities by intentionally slowing down your nervous system rather than forcing results. All right, so that's a little bit about the moon's energy. Let's see what the moon's energy looks like for the Pisces collective. What is the moon energy for the Pisces collective? Please and thank you. Okay, so this card can reverse. So somebody is refusing to adjust their situation, even though they know it's required. Why? Because pride and ego is getting in their way. And I feel like they're in their ego, they're in their fear-based energy, which is limited in them. They're not willing to work through whatever this sting is, whatever this trigger is. But I feel like in this full moon, it is required, right? You are required to do this, and somebody may be refusing to take the steps. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put this to the side. I could also look at it as somebody took the required steps as well. I could look at it both ways. I can look at it as somebody doesn't want to do the work, and I could also look at it as somebody did the work. Somebody took the required steps to adjust the limited mindset. So you take the message as it resonates. All right. So what lesson is Pisces learning in the full moon? Acceptance. So a lesson, I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. So some Pisces out there, you are learning to accept the things that you cannot change. Change the things you can, and the willingness to know the difference, right? The serenity prayer. So this is a deep purple energy. So this does talk about your psychic sight. You can see that there is the deep purple, then there's like this lavender color, and then there's this blue color, and then there's like a star in the center. So it could have something to do with your social circle. It could have something to do with your throat chakra, communication. Maybe somebody's refusing to do, maybe somebody is refusing to learn some sort of a lesson that is a required lesson, by accepting that you cannot change things, right? You cannot, that serenity prayer. I accept the things I cannot change. I change the things I can. I accept the things I cannot change, and I am willing to see the difference. All right. So on the bottom of the deck, denial. I acknowledge my fear, but replace it with insight and awareness. So somebody is fearing something. They're definitely worried about something. Persevering. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So somebody is really worried. Look, fear, something about fear. Somebody could be fearing something. Somebody could be in their fear, right? The pride and ego talks about fear. Fear is in the way of something. And they're refusing or denying that shadow side. They're denying it. Somebody's in denial about something. Maybe they're denying accountability, right? They don't want to accept responsibility. They don't want to learn some sort of a lesson. And now they're worried about it. Observation. Somebody could be observing something. Come into the web, said the spider to the fly. Flies to me represent monitor spirits. Spiders represent, well, it's a Jezebel spirit. So if you see a spider in your dream, it's a Jezebel spirit. Somebody who's a master manipulator. All right. So what are the crows warning Pisces about in this full moon energy? Anticipation. So somebody definitely has a lot of anxiety about somebody getting their abundance, a gift from the universe, right? Look, mimic in reverse. So somebody could have been mimicking somebody, trying to distract them with some sort of verbal manipulation here, right? So yeah, somebody is worried. Somebody has a lot of anxiety because somebody they have to do this, right? This is a required thing. They have to take accountability. And they're denying it, right? They're denying taking accountability. They're denying learning this lesson. Somebody is very arrogant, self-centered, egotistical here, right? And it's like somebody is refusing to change. They're refusing to learn the lesson and change. A crow is anticipating the arrival of a meal, a gift, abundance. When there is a pattern, we begin to expect a particular outcome. Anticipation brings hope and butterflies in the belly as we expect something to happen that brings joy or satisfaction. But there is but one warning. Be careful of any attachments held for the desired outcome. If what you receive falls short of expectations, the feeling of joy can transform into disappointment. So somebody is learning a lesson about accepting the fact that something they're not getting a particular outcome that they have been hoping to get, is what I feel. You can see this crow, like you could see there's nobody at them tables, right? At this event, there's nobody at them tables. They're standing on that podium all along. This is somebody who is always waiting for something, always, like, I'm getting this energy of entitlement. They feel entitled to somebody's abundance, right? And now they're worried about it. Now they're worried, right? And in fear. And it's actually blocking their insight. So adjustments are required in reverse for Pisces. Adjustments are required in reverse for Pisces. What does this mean? Give me some more information. With this reverse card, adjustments are required for Pisces. So there's definitely a power struggle here. Nine of Michael in reverse. Justice in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So definitely somebody waiting for justice here. Somebody put a roadblock in somebody's forward movement. Somebody created a lot of drama. They don't want to take accountability for the drama that they created. They don't want to take accountability for some sort of a fight, for some sort of, maybe a ruling, right, being made in somebody's favor here. The Wheel of Fortune, somebody may feel as though they have some sort of bad luck. $1985 could be significant. Somebody is unwilling to let go of this power struggle that they have within a particular relationship or with the justice system. Somebody is getting their justice. And somebody is not happy because somebody is not in their head. It's like all in their head, right? This in reverse talks about somebody seeing their way out of a situation. Somebody's seen their way out of this power struggle. So for somebody here, they seen that somebody was not going to change. And it's like they're waiting for something. They're waiting for justice to be served. Somebody here also could have been trying to do a destiny swap. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse when it comes to required adjustment? Why is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse when it comes to required adjustment? Okay, so we have a Virgo energy coming through here. Somebody going through a dark night of the soul. Definitely somebody in jail. Somebody could be trying to set somebody up to go to jail, and they're just waiting for it to happen. Yeah, 8 of Gabrielle. Somebody could be blocked. 4 of Michael. Somebody could be Knight of Gabrielle. Somebody definitely could be blocked. But somebody is definitely, somebody is refusing to change. Somebody is refusing to accept responsibility. Somebody is definitely in either spiritual jail or in jail literally. Some sort of fight could have happened between a Virgo and you Pisces, or a fight could have happened that caused somebody to go to jail, or somebody was trying to set somebody up to go to jail with some sort of fight, like humiliation spell, right? Some sort of humiliation spell. Now somebody is in this anxiety because they're just waiting for something to take effect here. Because look, the 8 of Wands in reverse talks about something being blocked, right? Something being blocked here. Right? And so the Knight of Gabrielle is also blocked. Somebody could have somebody blocked on their phone. So somebody is definitely going through a dark night of the soul because they're refusing to take accountability for something. So they have to go through the dark night of the soul so that a reset could happen. So a rebalancing can happen here. So right now there could be a delay in something. $13, I'm seeing 13 coming through here. 1984, 1985 could be significant. I could be talking about a relationship between a Virgo and a Pisces. All right, acceptance, learning a lesson of acceptance for Pisces. Yep, I'm telling you, somebody is under karmic judgment. 3 of Gabrielle. So accept it. So somebody needs to accept their karma, right? Somebody is learning the lesson of accepting the things they cannot change. Somebody cannot change somebody's mind, right? Somebody is learning that they can't change a situation. Somebody is learning that they cannot destiny swap, right? They can't change. They can't make somebody see something that they don't want to open their eyes to see. This is somebody who's very dramatic. This is somebody who is a manipulator, somebody who likes to pin people against one another. So somebody could be in jail and now they could be opening up their eyes and seeing something. But we have new beginnings. So judgment, right? Judgment has been made. Definitely somebody either in jail or in spiritual jail here. 3 of Gabrielle in reverse talks about somebody who is an opportunist. Somebody may have missed some sort of an opportunity, or somebody could have taken advantage of an opportunity with the Wheel and the 3 of 1313 is all over this reading. 1313, that is the death card. That is I also see 444. So maybe somebody does not realize that somebody is truly protected. Maybe somebody is refusing to take accountability and forgive somebody. Somebody definitely was planning something here. I also see 888. So somebody is learning a lesson about finding forgiveness. Somebody is learning a karmic lesson here where they have to learn to accept the things they cannot change. Somebody can't change the past, right? It's like somebody is holding on to a grudge here. Somebody is having some sort of an epiphany, some sort of an awakening while they are either in spiritual jail or literal jail. Somebody tried to destiny swap. Somebody tried to destiny swap. That's why they were in this power struggle, because they wanted somebody's calling. What's this anticipation? Waiting for something. What's this anticipation for Pisces? Knight of Michael. 8 of Ariel. Something didn't work. I'm telling you. Somebody has high spiritual ranking here. And now they could be in spiritual jail having this epiphany about somebody's spiritual ranking. Also, too, with the divine guidance and the anticipation, you could have some sort of either church group, church structure, religious structure, some sort of coven, a group of people coming together, right? Waiting for something to work. This is somebody who did not want to work. Something did not work here. Now somebody is in deep crap with the divine. Somebody their phone may be blocked, right? Somebody may be on block and unable to call. And now somebody's like, well, I don't know what's due, right? I don't know what's due. Can't change the past. I don't know what's due. What's the Wheel of Fortune in reverse here for? Something is definitely blocked. Some sort of communication is blocked. A roadblock. Somebody's somebody's in spiritual jail. They can't astral travel. Somebody's very dramatic here. Always likes to cause drama, always likes to have people in a power struggle, always likes to, somebody was trying to make somebody feel alienated, isolated, but in all actuality, the divine was protecting somebody and they were in hermit mode, going through the dark night of the soul. Somebody was definitely trying to throw somebody off of their north node by trying to destiny swap. Now somebody may want to come rushing in, right? Come rushing in. Somebody's definitely waiting for something. Somebody didn't want to work. They felt entitled. Final messages. What's this judgment about? And the 3 of Wands in reverse. What's this judgment about? 3 of Wands in reverse. 7 of Wands on its side. So something is on the fence here. Somebody is on the fence because they're waiting to see if their plan is going to work out. What they've invested their time, their energy, and focus in. They're waiting to see if this plan is going to work out. Somebody did something on purpose here. All right, final message. Somebody is going to some sort of an event, but I feel like nobody's going to show up. 3 of Ariel, people working together. So a Virgo and a Pisces could have worked together. A Virgo, a Taurus, a Pisces could have worked together. A Leo. Work together to plan some sort of event, and somebody may not be showing up at this event. And somebody's not going to make no money. But whatever their plan is, it's not going to work. So if somebody is trying to set somebody up to go to some sort of event to try to humiliate them, it's not going to work. The plan is going to backfire. Yeah. Somebody is letting go of playing it small. Somebody is letting go of the people-pleasing energy. Somebody is learning to be patient, right? Learning that everything happens for a reason. Somebody is in despair. Somebody has a lot of, has a lot of despair. Then we got somebody being immature. Somebody from the past wanting to come in and rekindle. Look, somebody abused their power. Somebody abused their power. Somebody likes to play the victim. Abused their psychic power, abused their magical power. Somebody offered oh yeah, somebody, oh my goodness. Yeah, look at this. Queen of Ariel, Queen of Raphael, and the Queen of Michael. Somebody is an emotional, narcissistic manipulator who likes to use reverse psychology. Right? Somebody comes in as mature, but they're not. Somebody likes to laugh at somebody's pain. I know exactly what to do. Let's do it this way, right? Let's make this plan to do it this way. Let's, I'll send them telepathic, intrusive thoughts to try to lure them into this event. Right? This is lacking trustworthy advice. Somebody lied about what they psychically seen here. Somebody was lured by a fake somebody. I'm telling you, right here, somebody abused their psychic abilities by giving somebody fake advice. This womanizer, this heartless individual who was sneaking shady, right? Now they can't run from something. Somebody was trying to steal somebody's spiritual identity theft by causing them a lot of mental pain and suffering, by trying to get them to do right? Yeah, trying to get them to end themselves. Self-sacrifice. Playing a lot of mind games. Their magic backfired. Playing a lot of mind games. Now they're having a period of bad luck, right? They're not getting that pinnacle while somebody else is going to celebrate. What? Letting go of the burdens. Somebody wanted to win at all costs. These 3 people. I just showed you 3 women, right? And a man who thought that they were control freak. This is like the leader of the coven. Somebody who is a manipulator. Casting illusions. This is somebody who sacrificed something. Somebody who sacrificed somebody or something. Final message. Final message for Pisces. This is somebody who's always looking for a handout, right? 3 of Michael in reverse. Somebody who's releasing the past. healed their heart, healed their wounds, right? Found peace by laying something to rest, right? Found that tool, right? Found that tool in their tool chest, the tool of laying something to rest, completing their transformation, letting go of the past, healing that wound. Somebody played a lot of mind games with somebody here. Somebody also could have passed away, had a heart attack. Mm-hmm. And the moon is revealing the battle, that they lost this battle. I'm telling you, somebody is an emotional manipulator, and the sun is revealing that. Look, Empress, divine feminine. Somebody is a divine feminine. Somebody tried to steal somebody's spiritual identity here, but it didn't work. It backfired. Now somebody may want to come in and ask for forgiveness because their pride and ego got in the way. And now they could be fearing something, fearing this backfire. While somebody else gets their abundance. Give me a final message, please, and thank you. Yes, somebody was trying to shame somebody. Right? Look, putting them out there in the spot. Somebody was trying to humiliate and shame somebody in some sort of an event. This was a partner. They thought it was a good idea, and they were trying to shame somebody's physical body. But what they didn't know is that this person was divinely protected. Judgment. Put somebody under judgment. Harshly judging somebody, shaming somebody. Look, pointing the finger, right? Pointing the finger at somebody. Because somebody thought they were better than another person. Now somebody is in spiritual jail or literal jail. Somebody could be either giving a phone call or a letter or some sort of a message. With this rules Gemini, Virgo, Gemini, because this rules Mercury. The sun is in Gemini. So some sort of a message could be coming through here where somebody wants to make peace. Maybe apologize for pointing the finger and shaming somebody, putting them under judgment, making them feel scrutinized, playing a lot of mind games. But somebody broke free of this. They had an epiphany that they didn't. It's like somebody was trying to make somebody feel as though they lost their divine protection. But somebody was like, nah, I don't think so. Because somebody got a revelation here. They got some sort of an epiphany that it was just somebody who was playing a lot of mind games with them. They realized that they were in solitude. They was not isolated. They was not all alone. But somebody was trying to shame somebody at some sort of an event, and they were waiting for them to show up, but it didn't work. So it's all backfiring. All right, that's what I got for you guys. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.